Yo, what's going on, guys? Hope you are having a great day. We are back with another video, and for today I got my best WNBA and MLB picks. I did miss yesterday, which is very rare for me on the channel, but either way, make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe, because I'm pretty much the first person to post every single day. I think I've missed maybe like 3 videos in the past like 5 or 6 months, so make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. And before we jump into anything today, I have something I really want to show all of you. I have 4 picks in this video, a 3-man plus a bonus pick, but I want to show you this promo because I don't really talk about it much. But if you guys download Prizepicks with the code PISTONS and you just play $5, they're basically giving you $50 for free in lineups. So if you guys download Prizepicks, use the code PISTONS, they're going to give you essentially $50 for free just to make whatever lineups, entries that you guys want to cook up. So $5 in, you get 50, take advantage, code is PISTONS. It's pretty crazy, I think, and Prizepicks is one of my favorite apps, so you definitely should try it out if you have not yet. But anyway, for today, I got 4 picks, just like I said, and we're going to jump right into them. And starting us off, we have 2 MLB and 2 WNBA. So starting us off, we're going to go to the MLB and take Jake Magnum for more than 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs. And there's a lot to like here. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. So for starters, he's hit this in 9 of his last 10. Not only that, he's just been straight up cooking. Like even in the one game where he didn't get this, he had a hit. And that was a game where the Orioles blew out the Rays and they only scored 1 run. They weren't getting much offense. And you can see the Rays have been playing pretty solid baseball recently in terms of runs. 3 on the board here, 14 here. Yes, they only got 1 here, but he still got 2 hits. So I really like Jake Magnum to hopefully stay hot. He's also hit this in 14 of his last 20, going for 6, 6, and 7 in 3 different games across this span, which is just kind of crazy. And then on the season as a whole, he's only hitting it at a 52% clip in 22 of 42 total games. But as I just mentioned, he's been really hot over his last 10. So I expect him to hopefully keep this trend going for us. He's averaging almost 4.5 plate appearances per game, which is something you absolutely love to see. So I'm going to take him, as I said, and Draftkings, Sleeper, both favoring it up, which is, again, just awesome. Next up on the lineup, we're going to head over to the WNBA, and we're going to take Allisha Gray for higher than 4.5 rebounds. She did let us down the other day, getting just 2 rebounds in this game, but it's still a great pick because if we take a look up here, she does have a bit of a tougher defensive matchup against the Dallas Wings, but at the end of the day, she has hit this in 8 of her last 10. She's hit it in 4 of her last 5, as you can see here, crushing it across her last 20 at a 75% clip, going for 10, 9, 8 rebounds in some of these games. And yes, I told you she is a tougher matchup, but if we actually take a look here, last 3 times she's played them, she's gone for 7, 8, and 5, hitting it in all 3 of those. Then if we go to this season as a whole, she's played in 14 games, and she's hit it at a 79% clip, 11 of those 14 games. Yes, on last season, it wasn't as pretty, only a 45% clip, but we can see this year so far, she has come out and been a much better rebounder, so I do really like her to hopefully stay above this number. She's also hit it in 4 of her last 5 games on the road, and we can see Fanduel's at minus 136, Novigs at minus 133, Caesars, MGM, Draftkings, everyone and their mother is favoring this up. So I absolutely love Allisha Gray for more than 4.5 rebounds. That is my second pick on the lineup. And guys, when you see FanDuel giving us minus 136, if you've watched my channel for long enough, you know how important that is. These apps are so much smarter than Underdog and Prizepicks typically in the long run. So I love to see that. And now, before I give you guys the third pick, I take these every single day on Underdog Fantasy. So if you guys have not yet, I highly recommend you go ahead and give it a try. When you use the code PISTONS, they're going to hook you up with a Jones free square, and they're going to give you up to $1,000 free to play with, literally just in your account. So if you put in 100, you get 150. You put in 500, you get 750. It is one of the best offers in the market. You should take advantage of it. Of course, it is not going to be here forever. Some offers are getting changed. If you want something a little bit lighter, Like I told you earlier in the video, Prizepicks is if you put in $5, they give you $50 in free entries to make. So Underdog, Prizepicks, I love them both. You can take advantage, pick your poison. I'm taking all these videos on Underdog at the moment. So if you use our code, we're actually going to hook you up inside our Discord as well, where we give you all of our best picks, where a $10 better inside this group, meaning if you bet $10 a slip, you're up 6.5 grand in the past year and 2 months, following every single slip that we have sent in here. This is also tracked and verified by an app called Pikkit, in case you're sitting here watching me and you're like, yeah, there's no way, bro. It's all verified, third-party tracked, and if you want more info, you can go ahead, check it out down below. But we give a free month inside the Discord to anyone that downloads Prizepicks or Underdog with our code and then just sends us a screenshot. So leave a comment if you end up doing that, and we'll get you inside the group for completely free. Anyway, Shakira Austin, less than 21.5 points plus rebounds, is going to hopefully bring us home. She's hit it in 8 of her last 10, and yes, she's like cooking across our last 2 games, going for 28 and 21 respectively, but she has a pretty tough matchup against Minnesota. Excuse me. Against Minnesota, as you can see. They do rank number 1 in the entire WNBA against centers, and yes, she's listed as a center/forward, but I'm going to take her as more of a center personally. That's just me. She's going up against a very tough defense. Other apps are all in agreement here, and you can see she's hit it in 16 of her last 20, head-to-head 3 straight times against Minnesota, and then also in 9 of 11 games this season for an 82% clip. Even if we go back to last season, she hit it in 10 of 12 games for an 83% clip. So we're seeing a very nice trend there, in case you guys didn't notice. Yes, of course, she is seeing a bit of a minutes increase across the last few games, but there's multiple factors going into this. Number one being that one of these games did go to overtime, of course. And yes, she's been playing better. She's been getting increased minutes, but it's at the end of the day a tough defensive matchup. Other apps are favoring it down, just like I said, and she's still hitting it at an 83% clip across the last 2 seasons. So that is my official 3-man. Jake Magnum, higher than 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Alicia Gray, higher than 4.5 rebounds. And Shakira Austin for less than 21.5 points plus rebounds. If you guys want a bonus pick, we're going to take Kelsey Plum for less than 26.5 points and assists. No other apps are really offering this in the market except Underdog. I really like this play. Yes, it's obviously a little bit more risky. She's not going up against the best defense. She's one of the better players in the WNBA. But she's hit this in 7 of her last 10, 13 of her last 20 for a 65% clip, and head-to-head 3 of the last 4 times she's played against Chicago. Also, she's hit it at a 62% clip this season in 8 of 13 total games, and an 80% rate last season in 35 of 44 total games. So I do like her to continue to stay below this mark, especially given the head-to-head factors, given how she's played over her last 10, her last 20, and just on the season as a whole. So we're seeing a lot of green here. Of course, these picks could lose. There's nothing ever guaranteed. There's ups, there's downs, but yeah, those are my favorite picks. If you guys like the video, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. I'm going to be dropping content all off season. So yeah, appreciate you guys. Have a good day.